do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of A.C.M.G TV's The Playground. I am your host, Xavier Josiah, here to always provide you with all things anime, comics, movies, and games. Last year, 2K Games came out with the WWE 2K15, and it failed to meet expectations, and it by far was not worthy of this title. This year, WWE 2K16 gives it a try, and we not only see if it's #1 contender, but if it's worthy of taking this title. So we're going to find out in this episode of The Playground.
Well, here's gonna finally happen, JR.
Last year's WWE 2K15, which was the first wrestling game to hit the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, was met with less than stellar reviews. A lot of the elements and options that were used in the previous THQ versions of the game were heavily missing from last year's first iteration from 2K. However, I believe that this year, the crew at 2K really redeemed themselves in the eyes of the gamers by providing us a really stellar game and experience that we all been waiting for. They did this by providing us with new options, new moves, possibly the biggest roster ever seen in a WWE game, including the list of NXT favorites, new story mode, a new My Career mode, and a much needed detailed creative suite. This year's story mode is focused on the legendary career of Stone Cold Steve Austin, who we actually get the chance to play him going through his career from WCW, from ECW, actually with Mikey Whipwreck, who actually is on the game, and go through his WWF career from the Austin 316 Attitude Era and on. It's actually plays through every single major match and situation that he's ever gone through, and you get to play through all of that, including my favorite, which is the WrestleMania 15 match, which was the first of Rock versus Austin, and it's my favorite because I got to attend that one, and they play through every single scene, and you have to play through every single scene in order to pass on and get the unlockables. A major plus to this year's WWE 2K game is the creative suite, which compared to last year, it's a major step up. With the ability to finally create female characters again, you have many options of hair, body, clothes, accessories, and much more to create the character that you desire. You even have the opportunity to use face scan, which allows you to scan your own face onto your character, which can create a really authentic experience or a very traumatizing experience. There is a bit of a learning curve to it, which you can check on YouTube for videos on how to do it. But once you get it, you can come up with some really creative things. I've seen a lot of them online already, like Austin Aries from TNA, Superman, believe it or not, and Stephen Amell actually has made an appearance. So, they've done a great job with it. It's a very useful tool, and it adds on to the creative experience. The best part of this feature is having the ability to go into an Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop, create your own content, and upload it onto the game so you can use it for your own character to make them even more authentic. You can also upload it for the community to actually share that information as well. The people of 2K also brought back Create a Championship as well as Create an Arena. Again, you can upload all your content to create your own authentic arena as well as your own authentic wrestling title. Once you have created that character, you take them over to My Career mode where you have them fight through the Performance Center and work their way all the way from NXT to being a WWE legend and Hall of Famer. One of my favorite new features of Career Mode is getting the opportunity to be interviewed by Renee Young, which she asks you a series of questions, and depending on how you answer it will determine your face or heel turn.
Welcome back to the show. This is my guest tonight. Let's talk about what happened out there tonight. You just finished your first match in an NXT arena. So how did it feel?
It was amazing. I trained so hard to get here, and I never thought I'd make it this far. And to compete in front of that NXT crowd, the loudest, most raucous crowd there is, Man, it was special.
Also returning is Universe Mode, which allows you to become the creator or booker or owner, if you want to put it that way, and allows you to create your own world. You can run SmackDown, Raw, NXT superstars, or you can wipe them clean away and create your own wrestling companies. You can utilize that, you can create your own titles, you can put them into Universe Mode, you can create anything that you want from rankings. It's very well detailed, very well robust as it always been. More of the same, nothing's changed, but that's not a bad thing at all. And the gameplay stepped up majorly this year. This year they created a much more balanced and well-paced experience when you're wrestling. Thanks to the game's QET mode, it gives us that slow burn that is needed in a match, which leads into an epic conclusion and gives us that 5-star experience. The game also has a new minigame for pins, as well as submissions as well, and they are a bit tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it's really fun. But what's most noticeable about this game is the presentation in itself. Even the ring entrances itself are more interactive. Now you can interfere in your opponent's ring entrance even before you hit the ring and get the match started. Not only does it look authentic and you're actually watching an episode of Raw, SmackDown, or NXT, but some of the little things that you notice too as well, like crowd reaction. For instance, depending on which character you portray, the crowd reacts to you in a certain way. The reaction from a wrestler when they get a near fall and doesn't make it all the way to 3 is phenomenal. The new stamina and reversal system has been tweaked dramatically as well. This year's stamina system is much more fun to use, and it forces you to pace yourself throughout the match. If you use too much stamina, it won't allow you to do finishers or signature moves until you regenerate that energy back up. Just as well, the reversal system is taking a big upgrade by allowing you to only reverse 5 times. It consists of a new meter system that allows you to utilize it until you deplete all of the reversal chances. Once you do, the opponent has the upper hand to maneuver on you and attack you until you get your reverses back up, which is giving you the opportunity to strategize how you do the match. WWE 2K16 makes 2K15 seem like a beta test at best. Not only did this game rank up to #1 contender as possibly to get the title, I believe that it is the champion this year, and this is one of the best wrestling experiences that we had in some time now, giving WWE 2K16 an A. If you were disappointed about last year's installment, don't fret, because this year will answer all of the questions and more. And that's the bottom line, because I said so. Ladies and gentlemen, that about does it for yet another episode of A.C.M.G TV's The Playground. I have been your host, Xavier Josiah. Thank you so very much for taking the time to watching this and all of our reviews and content that we provide you. If you want to see more Playground reviews, go to A.C.M.G Warp Zone at acmgwarpzone.com. You can see that and other content that we provide there. If you want to join our illustrious and exclusive Facebook group for adults, go to facebook.com/groups/ACMG1 and see what all the fun is about there. We provide a lot of exclusive content not seen in other groups, as well as some contests every once in a while, so you definitely don't want to miss that. Lastly, if you want to listen to us on the road, check out ACMG Presents Talk Time Live. Myself, Lou Johnson, Andre Stokes, Terrence T-Mobile Simon, and the Hoovian Princess, Megan Walsh. We all talk all things anime, comics, movies, and games, and have a lot of fun doing so. Check out all of this and see why we are the new name for fan-based entertainment. That is it for now. Check us out and take care.